In the winter of 1739, the Russian court decided to stage one of the strangest spectacles in imperial history. Empress Anna Ioannovna ruled Russia with a taste for cruel humor and extravagant displays of power. Her court in St. Petersburg was famous for elaborate entertainments, but one winter she planned something that stunned even her own nobles. The target of her amusement was Prince Mikhail, a member of one of Russia's oldest aristocratic families. Years earlier, he had angered the Empress. As punishment, she stripped him of his status and forced him to serve at court as a kind of living joke. A nobleman turned court fool. But Anna wanted something even more humiliating. She ordered that Golitsyn be married. The bride chosen for him was a woman named Avdotia Buzheninova, reportedly a servant of humble background. The wedding itself was not meant to be romantic or dignified. It was designed as a public spectacle. To host the event, the Empress ordered the construction of a palace made entirely of ice. On the frozen banks of the Neva River in St. Petersburg, architects and workers began cutting massive blocks from the river's ice. They stacked them carefully, shaping walls, arches, columns, and windows. Even the furniture inside was carved from ice: chairs, tables, decorations, and a bed. Cannons made of ice stood outside the palace as part of the display. According to contemporary accounts, the structure glittered in the pale winter light like a crystal fortress. When the palace was finished, Anna organized an enormous procession through the city. Guests from across the empire gathered to witness the event. Musicians played while exotic animals and performers joined the parade. Nobles dressed in the costumes of various ethnic groups from across Russia's vast territories. The entire procession moved slowly through St. Petersburg toward the frozen palace. At the center of the spectacle rode the bride and groom. Golitsyn and his bride were placed in a cage mounted on the back of an elephant, another element designed to provoke laughter from the crowd. They were paraded through the streets while the court and spectators watched. When the procession reached the ice palace, the ceremony took place. After the wedding feast, the Empress ordered the couple to spend their wedding night inside the frozen building. Guards were stationed outside to make sure they did not leave. The temperature that night was brutally cold, typical of a Russian winter. Inside the palace, everything was frozen solid. The bed was made of ice, covered only with thin bedding. According to later stories, the couple survived the night only by huddling together under fur coats and trying desperately to stay warm. The next morning, they were finally allowed to leave. For the court, the event was remembered as one of the most bizarre entertainments ever staged by a Russian ruler. For Golitsyn, it was another reminder of how completely his fate depended on the whims of the Empress. The ice palace itself did not last long. When spring arrived and the Neva thawed, the frozen building melted away and disappeared, but the story survived. Today, the Ice House Wedding of 1739 remains one of the strangest episodes in Russian imperial history, a moment when architecture, spectacle, and cruelty combined into a single, unforgettable winter performance.
If you like this lecture, please like and subscribe. This very helps our channel. See you next lecture.